everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Broncos going up against the Panthers.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Sanchez now on second down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. 3rd and long, it's Sanchez. Open man is Henderson, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Running right with Kelly. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On the run, it's Kelly. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Back to throw, Sanchez. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a 1st down throw, Simeon. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 15-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down now after the pass completion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. Out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Simeon on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he loses the football a second time.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's always a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Green, 39.
Back to throw, Simeon. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Duke Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Sanchez. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 23 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
This is Kelly. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Hearns brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Double tight. Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff. Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Larson. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Set! Detroit! Watching that body!
Now Kelly running left. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Sanchez on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Complete out right to Jake Butt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw on second down is Sanchez. His pass caught at the 4. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Throwing again is Sanchez. And he rifles one incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Kelly to try to punch it in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Rob Kelly, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Simeon on first down. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off of play action, Simeon. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, Simeon taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now let's go.
From the red zone now, Simeon. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gain. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go now. 3-19. Over. Good.
53. Mike, 53.
Set. 3-19. Over. You think you won't get this? Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Now let's go.
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Sanchez. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On first down, here's Sanchez. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And a play fake. Now Sanchez. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll fake it. Now Sanchez. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And not much room there, as he'll get it up only to about the 21.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Check down, 81, 81. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll fake it. Now Simeon. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun on third, Simeon. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Sanchez. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Sanchez now on second down. It's caught right side. It turns. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, Sanchez. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half? Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break, Simeon. Now he steps away. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go. Over.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Simeon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Whoosh. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Kelly tries the right side. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Sanchez. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kelly. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Sanchez. Dancing to his left, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback, his second touchdown of the night, and the Broncos will extend their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Now let's go.
On first down, Scott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Simeon now on second down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now look at 50 Leopard.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Simeon. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Now it's Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go now.
A give. This is Kelly, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Sanchez. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Here we go
Hearns the man in motion left. Sanchez on first down. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw on second down is Sanchez. A swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
From the 50, it's Simeon. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would be.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle. And that's going to tack on 15 more. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down now, Scott. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Let's get it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Simeon on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Simeon. And this is caught at the 8. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line.
And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They run with it. It's Kelly. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Detroit. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Sanchez now to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Simeon going to rush his guys to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw, Simeon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Simeon now to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
All right, here we go.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And some space here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.